Hello and welcome to a rainy day here in Connecticut.
Yes.
We just got an Audi E-Tron. And if you haven't gone to Out of Spec Reviews, you can see us buying this car. Road trip time in the E-Tron. We're taking our first road trip from here in Connecticut down to North Carolina. We're going to go visit some friends, see some family. And then after that, we got to get out to Colorado. That'll be another video. But what time is it?
12:30.
12:30 in the afternoon. Just finished up some podcasting, a little bit of work. We just bought this car yesterday afternoon. It's a certified pre-owned, not that it matters. It's a used Audi e-tron with 17,000 and a bit miles on it. And came out here to Connecticut because we really wanted the prestige with the nice massaging seats. It's going to be one hell of a road tripper. Really looking forward to using this car for its intended purpose. Not maximum efficiency, not maximum charging rate, but just charging deep into the pack with 150 kilowatts. Now, I have already taken road trips with Audi e-trons on this channel, and you guys know I'm a huge fan. We needed a car for the dogs, and so we said, yeah, we'll pick one of these bad boys up, and I think it's going to work perfectly. It's going to be your daily driver.
It's going to be my daily, definitely our dog hauler. Going to be doing some more foster road trips with it that you guys have liked. So this lady's going to go for lots of journeys with me.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Really a great charging machine, just charging flat. Let's get some settings set up. We're going to go visit my grandmother, and then we're going to go down to North Carolina. So here we are, just heading out of Connecticut. Man, the build quality on this thing, you can tell they waxed the paint with the water beating up. It's got paint protection film on the front. It says, "Welcome, Kyle. Your settings were applied." How nice is that? Old-fashioned start button here. Everything whirs into life.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Have you heard that startup sound before?
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
It is very dramatic. I like it.
Things are coming on. We have, screen set 17,810 miles on the clock. We're charged up to just under 75%. To see the actual percentage, you have to go vehicle, charging, and then you got to click this one. Wait, what the heck? Swipe. There you go. 71% state of charge, which is plenty. It's 156 miles projected range, but we've been ripping on it. We figure about 200 on a full charge.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
A 2019.
That's the thing. It doesn't have great range, but it has really good charging. And so that's what we're looking forward to doing, is getting to a charger and going pretty deep, up to 80-85% on a trip. So just drop down to 70% state of charge. E-trons are thirsty, we all know, but man, is this car just not in amazing condition.
Yes, I'll just go ahead and turn on my massaging seat here.
What kind of massage would you like?
Definitely high intensity. I like the stretch.
Very nice.
Yes.
Good choice. So what is our plan? Let's take a look at the map as to where we want to go. So we're here in Connecticut, and we want to go, I think, over this way to see my grandmother. She lives on the other side of the Hudson, somewhere over here. And then we're going to go down 95, all the way down past Baltimore, past Washington, past Richmond, past the track. We should stop in.
I don't know if we have time for all of that.
Well, that's just one stop. And then we got to go take a left, basically, and come all the way down this road and go to Wilmington.
Yes.
And then we need to stop and see Ben and Mike in Raleigh on the way out because I have some stuff I need to pick up.
Oh, so that's your ulterior motive to go see my parents. I knew there was something. You were so adamant. Yeah, let's go see him.
Yeah, I need to go to Raleigh.
Okay.
So basically, we bought a Suburban 2500.
Yeah, is that going to fit back here? It cannot ruin my seats.
Right, so let me explain. So we bought a Suburban 2500 Quadra-Steer, super rare for our out-of-spec overlanding vehicle. We're building it into a cool thing. Zach is our presenter over there. And so yeah, we found the Suburban, and it didn't have the right, very rare, hard to find Quadra-Steer fenders. And there was one dude somewhere down here in Benson who had them in the entire country, and they were only a couple $100. I was ready to drop like $3,000 on these things.
Yeah,
So-
even though you spent $5,000 on the truck.
Right, but the fenders are important. Life goal here. So we're going to pick those up, and then next road trip is us going to be going from Raleigh all the way out here to basically Fort Collins, north of Denver. And then we got to go to Alaska.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make it there. I don't know if we got enough time.
Yeah, time for sure. All right, we're not taking this to Alaska. We're taking our Sprinter for the overlanding channel again. So step one, we got a big country to cross here on this trip. We got to go from here to there, all in this E-Tron. This thing's going to have like 30,000 miles by the time we're done. We got our range calc. We'll go over, see my grandma somewhere over here, and then see her for lunch. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfect.
Cool. We'll reset the trip calculations, and then we'll hit the road. So reset values with OK, reset values with OK. Boom, boom. Foot on brake. Into drive. Into S. Activate boost mode.
Woo!
It is silly you have to put it in like S to get full power. And then yeah, let's go. Pulling out here in the E-Tron. Man, this thing just absolutely floats. So dead silent. I turned off predictive regen, so now it will remember to stay in the most amount of off throttle regen it can do. There's a big truck coming, so we're just gonna get out of his way.
And a big truck behind
Big
us.
truck behind us. Big trucks everywhere. Our job is not to trash the E-Tron. It has side, what am I trying to say? The radars in the front bumper and the rear bumper for cross traffic. So it'll tell you if a car's coming in front too, which is nice.
Yeah, it's very, very safe.
Yeah, a lot of safety stuff.
A lot of safety stuff.
Yeah, so active safety is good. Seat goes nice and down to the ground. This is going to be one hell of a cruiser. We got some miles to cover in this thing. Today, you think we'll make it to North Carolina tonight? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, we'll stay somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
All right, it'll be a fun time.
Yep,
if we
we're
left
back
this
to
morning,
it.
we could do it.
It's been so long.
Yeah, we haven't
Since
taken
like a year, honestly.
Been a long time since you and I have taken a road trip.
Yeah, we're just missing our puppies.
Yeah, I wish we had the dogs.
No, they're at home.
Yeah.
I'll enter a picture right here.
Well, came over to see my grandma. This is
Yes.
the reason I exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
better not be.
Well, I glad to have seen you.
Well, I'm thrilled. I'm so
Yeah.
happy you both came.
Doesn't
I loved
happen
it.
often enough anymore.
I know.
It's once every few
I
months.
know, but you know, you're a very busy man.
Yeah, but you got to come out to Colorado.
Well, I may someday.
What are you driving so our audience
Oh,
knows?
the same thing. My
It's
Mercedes.
this Mercedes over here
My
with
Mercedes.
the driver assistance
love it.
and the active seats.
I haven't driven it very much the last 2 years.
Would you ever consider an electric car?
No, why would I get rid of this car? I love this car.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's
for sure.
nice, and I don't really go far. You know.
Absolutely. Well, good to see you for lunch.
Yeah, very nice. You have a good, safe trip
Thank
south.
you. Parked it all the way at the end of the lot for you.
Yeah. It's not raining or anything.
Take a look at the light signature when you click unlock here on the key. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get in position. Hit it. Woo! Didn't do it. Yeah, everything's sliding around back here. It's making a terrible noise. Oh, that noise is awful. All right, I'm gonna get our destination plugged in. Sure. Watch my laptop. Already destroying the interior.
Why? So now we're going to go to Wilmington. And I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, it's down here.
Yeah.
Wilmington. Okay, gotta be a little more specific.
There's Grandma.
It's a beauty.
Isn't she?
Yeah, I like the size.
Yes.
Big.
Perfect. Perfect for the dogs.
Very beautiful. Looks like my Lexus.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Lots of luck with it.
thank you. Yes, you know he will.
Bye, guys.
Bye. It's good to see ya.
Bye. Ripping it. You know, she drives so fast.
Yeah, she's a ripper.
Yeah.
Where do you get it from?
I think so.
All right, and start.
All right, we'll do a route plan. Okay, it says request spoken queue. Don't want that. I turned her off.
No.
All right, there's a lot popping up here.
That's overwhelming.
That's a little bit. I think they had like a whole bunch of systems that all came on at once.
Nice.
So this is not what we wanted. We want to click this. And it says we won't make it there. E-Tron route. I imagine that's a
E-Tron
route
route.
plan. I was like, what other car would we be in?
I don't know.
It's not the Q5 route. It's like, obviously it's an electric car. You got to figure out how to get us there. So now she's thinking. Have you named it yet?
No, it'll come to me. It's not something that I just have written down.
Yeah.
It's something that I just have to feel within that one day I'm just going to say, oh, blah. And that's going to be the name.
I see. Well, it's already thinking. It's routing us. It's just going charger by charger on the way down. 100 kilowatt. I would not stop at any of these stations.
Yeah.
Well, let's just see what it does, I guess. Settings. E-Tron route planner on. Okay. This thing?
Is there any settings to how?
No.
What
We'll
kind of
just go. There's chargers. We have about 100 miles of range, 50% state of charge.
Got my massaging seat on, heated seat.
We're going comfort mode on this first leg. No efficiency mode here. We bought this e-tron to be comfortable.
Let me just lean back a little bit.
Into drive. Let's do this thing. Comfortable journey so far, cruising down the interstate, but made a slight miscalculation. We had been planning to go to a DC fast charger that was about here off I-95, which we would have made to just fine. We're at about a little bit under 25% state of charge. However, that is closed due to construction, according to PlugShare research. So we're gonna duck in and check it out. And I hope we can make it there because the last update was like in November of last year, and hopefully they're good. But if not, we actually have to go back up I-95 to the Joyce Kilmer Plaza, which is literally right next to us, or at least was. But we can't go there because there's no single exit. So the problem is north and south are like in their own separate infrastructure. And going north, there's chargers like every rest stop. Going south, apparently none. So the next charger isn't, what is it, 85 miles from here or so, Alyssa?
Yeah.
85 miles is the next charger. We only have 44 miles of range. So I guess we'll stop in and see if that charger is available. If not, we kind of have to actually turn around and charge on the other side of the road and then loop back around and go down. Yeah, not great. Yeah, we should have honestly stopped earlier it charged up a little bit more, but I was like, we'll just figure it out as we get lower. And I knew that this would be a potential concern. And I knew that we were just going to stop at a little 50 kilowatt unit just to juice up enough to get to EA. Electrify America doesn't have a really good network up here in the Northeast. Don't worry, Audi, I'm not going to crash. And yeah, so just probably have to turn around and go back up, sadly. We'll see. Well, we're just having to get off where we have to make that U-turn. Typical Audi driver here cutting in front of us. And yeah, what's going on over here? Oh,
They got flares.
Stuffed it. So he got a little sideways action. I mean, you could just throw that thing in reverse and back it off. I don't see what the problem is. Oh, he's literally lodged up on the guardrail. That's awesome. He got it right up on there. Man, should have drifted it. All right, off we go to the DC fast charger, 6 miles in the wrong direction. This trip's not starting off so well, but I've always had issues around New York City area getting chargers off the highway. I always have to charge around this area when I leave from Connecticut. There's Hyundai's regional offices here. And
So Brandon, I know you're watching this. Fix that.
yeah, our friend Brandon does charging stuff. Please fix that.
Yeah, fix that.
And here we are rolling into the EV Go. We'll go to this one. And it's only a little 50 kilowatt old style unit, but it's even got a Tesla plug on it, which is funny they did that because there's a supercharger right there. I guess good overflow. And then we go plug this thing in, make sure it all works, and then we just need a bit of a top up, about 50 miles or so to get to the EA station, about 80 miles down the road. So I'm trying to think what that would be in percent. We need about 40% state of charge. We are currently at charging. Goodness, CarPlay gets in the way. Charging. We are at 15%. So we need a bit. And I believe there's a Starbucks in this one. We're at Joyce Kilmer. All right, it's pouring rain out here. Open the charging port. Get this one open. This is going to have to be a stretch from the cable. Oh yeah, it'll do it though. Oh yes, let me get it plugged in. Well, I plugged it in. It says initiating session up here on the unit. Let's hope it all works. There we go. And we're still initiating. Okay, I hear some clicking. Yay, there we go, charging. If I hit this view button, car should tell us. There we go. E-Tron is a pretty high pack voltage, so even here at 15% at 100 amps, we're getting about 45 kilowatts, might be 120 amps. But that's pretty sweet. Not great charging, especially when that will do 250 kilowatts, but there's just this empty stretch where we just happen to get low of no fast infrastructure. But at least there's these old school infrastructure that's better than nothing. Saved us, that's for sure. And then we'll be heading down the road. After this, we should get into the groove of things and just stop at EAs along the whole way, 150 kilowatts, and really maximize the use of this E-Tron. We are just running into this service station. You can see we're charging at the 50 kilowatt ones and the 250 kilowatt superchargers right there. Man, is that not a burn for buying an E-Tron right there? I don't know what is. That was pretty brutal. So let's run in, grab some Starbucks, and see what's going on in here. Well, we actually had to film an Omaze integration for another video, so we actually charged up a bit more than we needed. We're at 96 miles of projected range, still just sitting at 45 kilowatts. We're at 44%, 87 miles to our next stop, so we should get there with less than 10 miles, but that's perfect. We want to maximize our time out on the road. God, charging in the rain sucks so much. Those guys filling up with gas over there, not only are they filling up way quicker than us, they also have a canopy over the fueling station. See that over there? And it's powered by NASCAR, Real America.
Ish.
Yeah, they can't really see it, can they? Okay, well, let's go rip on out of here and get out of one of my least favorite places on the planet. The Joyce Kilmer rest stop. All right, range mode off, pulling into the charging station. Believe I've been to this one before. And what's kind of cool, actually, is we made it. There's a supercharger right back there. Superchargers everywhere. Every single stop, rest stop, had a supercharger. This is the first Electrify America we've seen. Ioniq 5, ID4. We do not need anything but the 150 kilowatts in this car. So we're definitely not gonna block out 350. So let's just roll up, hit the brakes, put it in park, made it. 9 miles projected. That is how many percentage points? 3% state of charge. We'll turn her off. We'll activate the charger, plug it in. My only concern there was I just didn't know if the battery was programmed or calibrated, because the problem, that must be the person who owned this car before us.
Hi, Nathan Farmer.
Hey, Nathan Farmer, if you're watching, thanks for the car. What was I going to say? Yeah, if the battery hasn't seen the bottom for a while, it might get confused. Also, look at which one this ID4 plugged into.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, wrong one, but it works.
I feel like ID4 owners are very novice.
A lot of them are.
They're
new
very
EVs.
novice.
That's how it's going to be. Well, crap. We got to one of the stations that doesn't have the new long cables on it, and it literally won't reach. But I'm pretty sure this cable is actually longer. So will this one reach? Actually, I think it might. Nope, that one didn't reach either. So now Alyssa's just moving the car up. If she can figure out how to put it in gear. There you go. Nice. Nice. That should work. Let's try it. Charging port. Open. Open. Thank you. Boom. See if we can get this thing to reach. This is the old style cable. It's like yeah, we can make that work. We are plugged in, and yeah, I actually think all of the left side cables are the short ones, and all of the right side cables seem to be longer. Perhaps that's the problem the ID4 owner went with. I don't know. This is what a lot of the original cables were, and then they have the newer ones on the right. That doesn't help us much. Here we are, juicing up at 135 kilowatts, and it's just going to kind of stay pegged wide open until we see. I don't know, but run into Wawa's, get some stuff. What do you think?
Oh, but where's Bojangles?
Yeah, we're not south enough for that yet. It says 45 minutes to full. Let's see what happens if we go 45 minutes to 80. Oh, it just says 45 minutes remaining. Okay. Well, we may as well set it to 100 just in case we leave it here. These things just kind of stay pegged wide open. My guess is we're at a 350 amp limitation. If we weren't, it would actually pull a little bit more than 350 amps and probably hit 150 right about here. So 6% state of charge, ramp it up, let this thing ride. And here's the power of E-Tron. It's getting windy. 27 minutes later, we're at 80%, and it just came down a little ledge there, but it's still rocking strong at 80%. This is why you get an E-Tron. They're so freaking awesome, just ripping at high states of charge. While the peak isn't great, the curve is. We're down to 133 kilowatts. Let's load in the next charger and head out. We are at 82%, tapered down to 105 kilowatts. I just found we have about 164 miles of predicted range, but keep in mind we were driving pretty slow on that stretch, so I'm thinking we'll do a little bit less because we're going to rip it. It's 145 miles to Stafford, Virginia. Wind isn't looking too bad. I say we unplug, we head out, charge it up here, 70 kilowatt hours, less than 30 minutes, cost us 20 bucks. 29-minute charging session. That I can live with, folks. I can live with that. Come on, unlock. It actually was unlocked. It's just this little tiny cable. We had to rip it in there. Here are the stats. 70 kilowatt hours, 29 minutes, 21 bucks. Already closed itself. It's getting windy though. You ready?
I am ready.
This is like the dumbest thing on the planet. We literally have to go over here to then make a U-turn to then just go that way because of Virginia roadway. It's right turn on red after stop. Okay, so we can actually go. Even we have our own little lane here. We just have to go all the way left, which I'm just gonna make a U-turn here, even though the car says to go all the way down there. This is one heck of a brutal drive, just terrible rain, massive car accidents going the other way. A car ended up inside of another car. I've never seen anything like it before. It's insanely brutal. And the E-Tron just is giving us way more range than I ever expected, even in these conditions. I'm just so impressed. 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour. It's about 400 watt hour per mile. It's probably just under that is what it feels like to me. High 300s, 390-ish. And, well, maybe not. But it,
Get all the way over.
I'm going, don't worry. We got four-wheel drive. We can drive over all this stuff. But basically, yeah, just like way more range than I thought we'd get out of this, genuinely. And the charging's working great, and the car is very comfortable, and it just plows through water. We had to slow down for a couple like actual water crossings, and yeah, I mean, it just like goes through it. We evacuated the water out of the road. This thing is so beefy. And there's a nice S7. Just insane car, but still terrible, annoying, awful driving.
It's just annoying.
I just hate this area of the country. Yeah. So many more beautiful places we could be. We're just stuck driving through nasty East Coast rain and traffic.
Go visit my mama.
Yeah, I'm so glad we moved out of here. Rolling up to the EA station. There's an i3.
Our new love of the golden green glow, no longer the red glow.
Right, no longer the red supercharger glow.
We look green now.
So this is a 150, and that's the Chathamo spot. This one says it's unavailable. Well, I see that. Hold on, look at this thing. It's like in a million pieces, that handle. I would agree.
Gosh.
It's just missing its cover. I think what we'll do is I'll just back in over here, and that way we're not blocking the Chathamo spot. I do think we need to be a little bit, set the precedent, use the plug that's best intended for your car, which would be save the 350s for the fast stuff when possible. Don't use the Chathamo station, and use the 150s for cars that don't need the extra juice, like this one. Why are we beeping?
This car, she's a sensitive.
We're not even close to anything.
She's a sensitive girl.
Just beep, 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 beep. All right. What's funny is to keep the climate on when we're charging, we have to hit this little button down here, and then this button up here, and then immediate start, which the battery's too low. And then you can run the AC when you're plugged in. Let me get this thing charging.
Too low?
The battery's below something. I think whenever it goes to the red, it won't do it.
That's 15%, isn't it?
Yeah, somewhere around there. We're at 8%.
That's
and here are the stats for the trip, because our viewers will want to know. Ready? Short-term memory. We did 156 miles, 2.5 miles per kilowatt hour, about 3 hours between stops. So at an 80% charge, you can go about 3 hours of driving. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I just kicked on the car, and it came up with electrical system malfunction. Everything was mad, and it says charging session error. It says vehicle protocol error. What the heck?
Did you break my new car?
I don't think so. I just sat down.
That could do it.
Okay, let's go reinitiate this session. What the heck? We're back again, and this time it never even started charging. It says vehicle timeout. What the heck is going on here?
And you were just writing a review on PlugShare.
I was just about to say charging successfully. All right, well, I guess we'll move to another unit then. We'll plug into this one back over here. That's kind of crazy. It says it's not communicating. Gosh, we have tried so hard to give good stories to this company, haven't we?
They stink. It's just, honestly, I don't know what else to say. It's just, how is it so complicated?
I don't know. It shouldn't be hard. This is a Volkswagen Group product on the new software with a Volkswagen Group charger.
And they suck.
We'll say it's not good, that's for sure. It's not good at the moment. Let's go flip around. Uh-oh. I just plugged it into this one. And she's not wanting to charge here. Okay. This is maybe a bigger issue than I thought. I think what we'll do is we'll get in the car, we'll drive it around the parking lot, we'll cycle the power, shut it off, turn it back on, and then see why we can't get it to charge. It's always hard to know if it's a car issue or a charger issue. I mean, this really could be, even though we're trashing the charger a little bit in that last clip, it's very possible it's a car issue, but in my eyes, it's all one company. It's all Volkswagen Group. Come on, this all should work. Release the charger, please. There we go. Thank you. All right, well, here she is, all plugged in. I pulled it around the lot. We cycled the power. It actually didn't even want to turn on. So I really think this is a car malfunction in this particular case, a weird bug. Never seen this with E-Tron. Done a lot of miles in E-Tron. First time I'm seeing this malfunction. Shut the car off, and then it opened up the contactors and closed them back again, turned right back on. And so now it's good. My guess is it wasn't even accepting the charging, and it wouldn't even turn on because it wasn't allowing high voltage in the system because the car threw a high voltage error. So I hear contactors on the charging right now, initiating charging going. This is flashing. I hope we troubleshooted it fine. Let's see, lightning off in the distance. Lightning off in the distance. Don't want to get struck here. Let's get the view, and we're charging. Nice. And we're in the south, so what do you want to get for food? We got Bojangles and Cookout, two things we love that we don't get in Colorado.
Bojangles closed. Look, my southern accent already came
They're
back.
Bojangles?
Bojangles already closed, so...
She's from North Carolina, so occasionally when you drink, you get a little bit more of a southern accent.
That's my true roots. I'll always be a grit. If you know what that means, you're from the south. Cookout.
What does grit mean?
Yeah, only people in the south should know.
Okay.
Girls raised in the south. That's what grit is.
Girls raised in the is what grit stands for. You mean you're a grits?
Girls raised in the south.
Girls raised in the south would be grits.
Sure.
All right, well, we're juicing, so we'll just let it charge up. Living that E-Tron life, sitting flat at north of 140 kilowatts. Loving it. Been here about 4 minutes. Good charging session. Must have just been a weird little hiccup when we had that electrical malfunction. It's probably something with when I hit the start button. I don't know. But I just did it again, and it worked fine. So, niggles. Little niggles.
You jinxed it.
Yeah, it's possible.
You totally said something before about how it has had no quirks, no nothing, and then it has a quirk. Said, I'm going to prove you wrong.
And then you said, Electrify America sucks.
Yeah, maybe they hurt me.
Yeah, maybe they sent like way too much power to the car and bricked it.
Yeah, highly doubtable that they send a lot of power. That's one thing they lack.
I totally disagree. I think their chargers are pretty badass in some cases. I want to set up all my favorites down here. Yeah, we don't get storms like this back in Colorado.
No, it's like this nice spring storm. This is real nostalgic.
Yeah, massive thunder just hit and lightning just over there.
We saw it reflect in the screen.
Yeah, the whole world lit up for a half a second when the lightning hit. But we're still ripping along pretty good. Let's just hope we don't lose any power.
Yeah.
If the town loses power, we lose power. Unless they got a battery backup in this one. But I don't think they do because there are no 350 kilowatt stations here. Although I'm not sure if that's an indication. All right, let's figure out where we want to go just so everyone knows where we are. We actually skipped the spot we were originally planning on going to. Wow, that's amazing that the next model year has a faster MMI. This thing is snappy. You don't need any more. We actually went to Fredericksburg, and I think we're south of Fredericksburg. Yeah, same plane. And so we were planning on stopping up here somewhere, and then we just had more range, so I just went to the last EA station we could. We couldn't stretch it to Richmond. Now what we're going to do is probably head down and stay somewhere near the track. Maybe we'll run over to the track in the morning.
Maybe.
You don't want to go? Well, I have to go at least once this trip.
Once this trip?
Yeah.
Well, if
and that would save me having to go back up. Yeah.
You go to the pizza place.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, we might stay in Roanoke Rapids. Maybe we'll stay somewhere over. There's not much in here. Maybe we'll stay in Richmond. Who knows? But we have to upload a big video for tomorrow.
Yeah, so we should probably find somewhere soon.
Okay, maybe we'll stay in Richmond. I'd like to get on the other side of Richmond just to avoid traffic in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep, so we'll juice up till it tapers here, and we'll stay at a hotel. And
thankfully, I mentally still am 2 hours behind. It's only 9 o'clock for me. So.
yeah, no, we're in mountain time.
Yeah.
All right, all sounds good. Loving it. Couldn't figure out how to add any more stuff up here. Maybe there's just things that are not available. I figured out how to add the office and home, but yeah, I don't know.
Will we be able to set up our garage?
Yeah, why not?
Well, that Tesla you couldn't.
you could. You just had to pay to add the thing.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but we didn't. But can we do that with this?
Yeah.
Without paying?
Without paying.
Luxury. Even though our garage doesn't work half the time.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, yeah, that thing's broken.
It's a typical American garage. It only works like 25% of the time.
Yep.
That's okay.
All right, let's get out of here. Raining. Dang. Getting wet. Come on, let go of the charger. Woo! Getting drenched.
Did you just call rain wet?
What do you mean?
You just called rain wet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have been known to not have a functioning brain. Oh, the charger still thinks it's charging.
No, not anymore.
Oh, now it says $19.84. We were here 26 minutes. We put 64 kilowatt hours into it. Where to now, Alyssa? Hotel or food?
Food. I'm so hungry.
Okay, you're hungry. I feel like we just ate with my grandmother.
We ate at 1 o'clock. It's 11.
Huh.
I'll be darned.
Can we do some massive donuts in the middle of this parking lot?
No, not my car. No, my new car. Please don't. I am so hungry. That's your computer that just fell on the floor.
A lot of you guys ask how I find hotels with charging points. Well, I just went into the hotels.com app. If you filter by amenities down here, it'll show electric vehicle charging point. Works pretty well. Honestly, haven't been let down yet. And we're going to be going, I just wanted to get on the south side of Richmond. So this one looks pretty good right along the route. It's a Hilton Garden Inn. Boom, choose room. We'll get this booked up. Free parking, I imagine. Yeah, free parking, free Wi-Fi. 2 things we need. And dog friendly. Pet friendly. How about that?
Oh.
So that's great.
No dogs.
Yeah, no dogs. However, one thing we typically do is we call ahead and we're like, hey, can you block the charging spot so no one pulls it and takes it? But it's already almost midnight. Everyone who's staying there is already there.
Yeah, so
It's either going to get it or we're not. It's about 80 miles south of here, so we'll pull in with about 50% state of charge or so, maybe a little bit more, and
plug in,
plug
sleep.
in or not.
Plug in, yeah.
Yeah, gotta upload.
Yeah,
We got that fast internet.
Yeah, I doubt it's fast. It's okay.
All right, well, there you go. We're just waiting in the cookout line. welcome to just south of Richmond, Virginia.
Feels like it's like morning. I think it's because the bird's chirping.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's about 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, which is about 11 o'clock our time. Pulled up over here to this post because I thought maybe there was a NEMA 1450, and this is a lesson to all you EV road trippers to not be like me and actually check plug share before you come and do this. Now, we don't really need to charge. It's going to be warm tonight. The car's at 50% state of charge. Honestly, not a bad thing for it to just sit and rest and figure out BMS calibration stuff. But take a look at this. This is a relic of EV road tripping past. The old Signet green lot station that no longer work. And basically the company that was running these went completely offline. I remember when I first started getting into electric cars, these were our first DC fast chargers in the area. And they were Chatamo CCS units, and they've completely gone. Look at that. Still looks like the cables are in pretty good shape. Just sitting here. That's awesome. Got the Chatamo. These were the original DC fast chargers for the area. Then the cell networks dropped 3G for pretty much the southeast, and these went completely offline, no support. And I believe a company had purchased some of them to bring them back online. I'm not sure if this is one of those that were affected. I'm pretty sure they were only sold with 3G chips in them, but pretty much all of them just went offline at once. And it's very interesting. It's sort of a relic of early electric road tripping, especially in the southeast. This is what we used to use back with Teslas and Chatamo adapters. I remember early Model S days. I remember early i3 days, Leaf days, using these things. And man, I think they've like recently painted these signs too, which is nice of the hotel staff. But you'd think they'd put in a couple level 2s as well. We drove all around this parking lot and couldn't find even 110 outlets. So yes, they have an electric vehicle charging point. No, it doesn't work. It's worth coming here though. I'm so glad to have seen one of these things. There's a sticker on the side of it. Let's see what it says actually. This is awesome. It says National Drive Electric Week, Leaf exclusive sponsor. I wonder what year that was. Yeah, you can see here, 120 amp, 50 kilowatt unit. Signet Systems. Wow, so awesome. Love this. And I think for a period of time they went into free vend, which it's already midnight, no one else is coming. I would have plugged the Audi into it and full charged it, and we're gonna be up early. But yeah, that one's just completely offline, doesn't work at all. Very interesting. Anyway, let me grab my bag out of the car, we'll get checked in, and we'll see y'all. Oh, you got my bag, thanks. Did you lock it? Okay. I'll lock it like so. There we go.
I just can't believe I have an Audi.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Man, did we see some crazy accidents on the way down here though. I think at least 20.
Welcome to the East Coast. Welcome to I-95. I-95, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, insane. Remember, I wonder how many early viewers remember our South Carolina road trip where it was the theme was another one. This,
oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
This had more car accidents than that old road trip.
Yeah.
I mean, just an insane number. And I'm not talking like little fender benders. There was like a Chevy Traverse that was in like 8 pieces.
Yeah, one car was like inside of the other car.
Right. That was even
and
up in DC.
another car, I think, went over the guardrail. I don't know.
Right, and took out the whole top of the guardrail. It's just insane.
But there didn't look like any fatalities, so that's
No,
good.
I think everyone, it looked all good. There's like someone even in the rest stop crashed into an RV and set the airbags off in their Jeep.
Hey,
Anyway, Hilton Garden Inn, let's get checked
you
in.
Carry it back?
Yeah, let me carry all this stuff.
Yeah,
I'll carry it all. I'll carry it all. And good morning. You join us back at the E-Tron, and yeah, we slept in. Well, I guess it's 8 o'clock our time, 10 o'clock this time.
So we didn't sleep then.
So we didn't really. We're trying to stay on mountain time a little bit. And I think it looks good, doesn't it?
She's the beast.
All right, well, it looks like the rain has stopped. You're checking your tires. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, we had a lot of hydroplaning yesterday, so...
Yeah, we definitely need to get, I think, some new tires, especially on the front. We were just hydroplaning all day. And so, yeah, just had to kind of take it a little bit easy in the crazy water. But I mean, it was a lot of water on the road. I don't even know if fresh tires would really help.
I've never seen paint protection right here.
Yeah, a lot of cars have that.
Really? We've never done that.
Yeah, it's got paint protection
In
on the
here
doors.
And in here?
That's for your rings and stuff. Yeah, and it's paint protection on the front, so whoever had this took care of it at least. Anyway, let's load up, hit the road. We're at about 50% state of charge. We're gonna run over to the track, maybe run a couple laps in this thing, see how things are going, say hey to everyone. You gonna run a lap in your car?
No.
No? Why?
She is a princess. Princesses don't go around trucks.
Yeah, this one does. Yep. Are you trying to get into your car?
Yeah, can you unlock it?
Yeah. There you go. Just need to stand closer. All right, let's, next stop, we'll probably charge up along the way, maybe in Emporia or something like that, and then we'll hit the track.
Come to Carolina.
Oh, okay, Mom's not on the phone with you? Oh. Well, I figured you two would be together, so I was just going to do the safest bet.
No, I'm at the golf course.
You're, You're golfing? Good for you.
So we're surprising her mom for Mother's Day.
Okay.
I'm always trying to do something exercise-wise.
Oh,
So I
golf.
ride around the cart and try to swing the golf club as minimal times as possible.
Oh my gosh. That's your version of Are you all by yourself?
No, actually, I'm going to get fitted for some clubs.
Oh wow, fancy boy. You
Some new
joining a
clubs,
country club in your new neighborhood?
Yep, in my new neighborhood.
Wow.
What state are you in? Still here in Virginia?
Yeah, we're right outside of Richmond, so we're gonna hop by the track real fast to grab some stuff that was shipped there and then be on our way. So we'll probably be there around like what?
2,
Yeah, 3.
3
3.
with charging.
How
Yeah.
are you going to charge in at the outlets?
I think we'll probably charge in Emporia, and we could probably stretch it from Emporia down to Wilmington.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Remember, you got to go to the other side of the river, so that's another.
Oh, yeah, we may top up just before we duck out and head to Wilmington.
Yeah, you need to text me your new address too.
What'd you get there?
Green tea?
Nice. Got the typical out-of-spec drink.
No sugar.
Wait,
All sugar.
comment below if you know the drink. You want to drive? You don't want to drive your own car? And welcome to another one of Kyle Connor's tour of Southern Walmarts. Here we are in Emporia, Virginia, the last stop before North Carolina. I forgot you have to turn off the car first. Can you shut off the car, please? Thank you very much. That's kind of silly. And now you can open the charging port. I've already pre-activated the charger. We got the long cables on this one. No issue reaching over to the E-Tron. Let me get it plugged in. Whoa, in we go. We are plugged in, parking brake just clamped. Man, this is so comfortable, so quiet, absolutely loving it. We're plugging in, I think around 20% state of charge, something like that. What's funny is I've never actually been to this station before, even though we lived about 10 miles, 20 miles that way. And so, yeah, we've just never needed to, because I would always charge up at home and always stretch it to home, and just never needed this DC fast charger. But glad it's here, glad we're using it now. juicing up before we head down over to the track, which will be great to see everyone, see some progress that's being made over there. It says, welcome, Kyle. Things are clicking. Hit continue. These Signets do have much better, snappier screens. I believe this was part of the EFISEC debacle. Originally, Electrify America started with 4 charging station providers: BTC Power, EFISEC, ABB, and Signet. And they basically removed all of the EFISEC chargers at once. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I don't know.
You don't remember when they shut down I-95 for Memorial Day weekend or something like that?
Well, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was almost exactly 2 years ago on the nose. Maybe 3 years ago, I don't actually remember. But either way, I think this was part of that, and then they upgraded them to these Signets. So yeah, plugging in at 20%, shooting right up to 140 kilowatts or so, 135. Even on a cold battery. I don't believe the E-Tron does en-route battery preconditioning. Even if it does, we used CarPlay, so it wouldn't have known we were coming to a DC fast charger. And it's not like it's terribly warm out. It's about 65 to 70 degrees. I guess it's not like hot summer. And so really cool to see this thing just, you know, hold its heat from yesterday and juice up pretty great. So we'll charge it up till it tapers around, I don't know, 80% or so. That'll give us plenty of juice to get down to one more stop until we go to Wilmington. The only big issue is if we really drain the battery around the track, which I don't think we're going to go too hard, then we will, what are we going to do at that point? Yeah, there's a million, like 50 kilowatt DC fast chargers around North Carolina, because someone in the North Carolina government thought it was a good idea to spend the Volkswagen Dieselgate money that they got allotted. Every state got it. What was? No, not Smithfield. You know, when we were towing with an E-Tron a couple years ago, we stopped at that slow charger on the other side of the track. Yeah, that they put in. It's like they're putting in 50 or 62 kilowatt chargers, which is just totally useless in my opinion. Put in half the chargers, but make them high power. That's what I would do at least. Anyway, juicing up here. Let's make sure we're still holding good speeds. Yep, 140 kilowatts being delivered to the car. E-Tron's looking spicy. Needs a wash though after all that rain yesterday. The shine is definitely a little bit dampened, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she's a little dull.
Yeah, a little dull. You shopping in here? What are you doing?
What? They're so soft.
Oh
Feel
no.
them.
I do not like that material. Longest lines to check out ever. Rolling back over to the charger, Ioniq 5 plugged in. Let's take a look at what the E-Tron's doing. 79%, time to go. That was perfect. That line was crazy. 80%. It's doing 150 kilowatts and it's walking its way down. So there we go, 147. It'll hit like 133, and then at 82%, it basically sits at 100 kilowatts. So anyway, we're pretty much good to unplug and go. Let's do it. We actually met this awesome guy with an Ioniq 5. We charged up a bit more than we needed. Still 82 kilowatts at 90% is awesome. Let's unplug, head to the track, and go, go, go. This is gonna be a blast to be back at North Carolina Center for Automotive Research, also known as the Out of Spec track. Let's do it. Let's head out of town. He's looking up the YouTube stuff right now. He just had that thing 2 weeks. Nicest guy. Yeah. He's got us. You found us? There's my Crown Vic. Those of you may not know, that's my police car. We shot one video with it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Things looking healthy though. We've only destroyed a couple sets of tires on it. There's the truck. Still looking good. So great to see our friends here at the track. We had to pick up some packages. I got my glasses that were shipped here. And there's Sam. You guys may remember Sam from some of the YouTube videos. He's just the best. And our bay is just back over here. It's so funny. They've been using it a little bit for storage, but all of our writing, I totally forgot. We never erased the whiteboard from when we moved the office out to Colorado.
Right.
And we still have charging cables here. There's Sam's Mazda Speed. But yeah, that's still the out of spec North Carolina spot. And we gotta use this more. We genuinely haven't been back anytime soon. There's the trailer I've been wanting to do a whole bunch of stuff with. Gosh. There's my Crown Vic. Those of you may not know, that's my police car. We shot one video with it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Things looking healthy though. We've only destroyed a couple sets of tires on it. There's the truck. Still looking good though. Yeah. So good to come back, spend a little bit of time. Not enough, unfortunately. And yeah.
Yeah, just a quick pit stop.
Quick pit stop. There's actually a car group out on track, so we can't take the E-Tron out there. They're running Corvettes today, which is pretty sweet. And but that's okay. We've already done a hot lap in an E-Tron. Take a look at our one lap channel. And so if you guys want more track stuff, let us know. The problem is I've been planning to do the whole back and forth to North Carolina thing way more often than I have been. I just get so tied up and we get pulled in a million directions that coming out here it takes 2-3 days out of a week, which is too much. And honestly, we are trying to find more presenters so I can do more fun testing stuff back here, which is the intention of using this facility. So fun to stop in, fun to see Sam, fun to get our packages. After thinking, I had a set of glasses shipped here I don't know how many months ago, and I haven't been back to get them.
Been a year.
Yeah, my goodness. So let's head down to Wilmington. I guess we got to look at our plan here.
Leland, technically.
Oh, that's right. They moved out of Wilmington. So we used to live in Rocky Mount, and then that was my commute up 95 to the office here. So should we go by the old house?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Oh, this is weird. The E-Tron doesn't let you move the map while you're moving. So I need to stop here. We filmed so many car reviews in the early days right here on this road.
That's the smart car.
Smart car was our camera car. It is great to be back. Damn, we really need to use it more. Okay, so we come out here. We're gonna go. Where are we gonna go? On I-40, I guess. Down, and so we only need a small top up to make it there. There's the Wallace. Where's Wallace? Willard Wallace. There's a DC charger just here in Wallace. I think it's literally right there.
It's right there. It
What?
showed.
Where?
It showed.
Oh yeah, DC on the other side. Okay, cool. 100 kilowatt. Not actually familiar with that. I don't think that's the charge point one, but I think we can make it there. So let's do that. We could stop in an EA and get 150 kilowatt for a little bit before we duck out, but I'd rather go use some more different infrastructure. We literally just need a few miles because they have a NEMA 1450 at their house, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of charging.
Yeah, they have an ID4, so we'll use all their juice.
I always joke around and say that when my parents always know when we arrive when the lights flicker, because he's always trying to plug into a wall outlet or something, and just the lights will always flicker, or the dogs just pummel inside and they're like, oh well, when are you coming? We're like, oh, you'll know.
Yeah,
You'll know when we're there.
Yeah, so I wired up the NEMA 1450 for us when we would visit.
Not well.
It's fine. The house didn't burn down. They sold it, not our problem.
Yeah, I know.
And so, and so now they had the new one professionally installed.
Yep. So we'll use that.
Yep.
Well, we're stopping by our house that we lived in for like 6 months.
6 months, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. We lived here for a short period of time to be closer to the track before we decided to move to Colorado. That lady still parks her car in the same spot.
Yep.
That was our house, number 8.
You were number 8.
Love that house.
Honestly, I would copy and paste that house.
It was the perfect sized house.
Perfect backyard. Looks like they got some grass back there finally a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, and then this was like a cool community, like centered around beer, which was awesome.
Yeah, about starting beer, and then there's little tiny homes back there that you could rent.
The Tiny Home Hotel off I-95, Rocky Mount Mills. Yeah, and so we'll go take a look at the chargers. There's usually some Teslas plugged in up over here. It really was the perfect, you know, like we didn't need a big house, still don't. And it was the right size. Wish it had a garage. It was the only thing. We had free charging literally over here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just worked out really well. I actually love the community. We did not fall in love with the town.
No.
We were dodging bullets driving around the town.
Literally.
And so here's the Tesla chargers. Of course, this Honda iced them. It's still a thing. But a lot of people come here, vacation for the weekend, stay at the resort. Oh, they upgraded that one to the new...
Coco.
Oh, sorry. They upgraded that one to the new glass wall connector, which is pretty sweet. And I believe they're just Tesla chargers or EVSEs, and then we would use our adapter. But anyway, here's the little microbreweries. Which is pretty sweet. A lot of weddings are done. This is an old powerhouse that's along the river that used to power the town. And
Now we
now
have
our
our business
office
is in a different powerhouse in Colorado. Yeah, Prime Smokehouse. Oh, they finally opened up that restaurant.
Oh, nice.
That was one thing.
Wanted to try great food over here.
Yeah, the food's really great.
Coffee shop right there. And they said they were going to redo this building like 2 years ago.
It was gonna be a swimming pool, right?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
I think there was gonna be a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't wait for that one.
Yeah. All right, dude, you better hurry up. I'll run you over. Test this forward collision warning. Yeah, the Tar River. That's right. I was trying to think of it. There you go. Look to your right. The Tar River. Really a beautiful bubble in kind of a shady town, I think is the way to put it. Wouldn't you say, Alyssa?
Yeah. I'll do a 3-piece Supreme combo.
Saturday.
Fries and a sweet tea.
And your sauce, I got honey mustard and barbecue.
Honey mustard, please.
Alright, anything else?
The reveal. All your sauces. Your big fry. Smells like heaven. It's gonna taste like heaven. My fat girl dreams have been made for the past 2 years. I've been wanting this.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky I travel. I've had Bojangles.
I haven't had it in 2 years.
Have you not been back to North Carolina in 2 years?
No, maybe I've had it once, but the last time we had it,
Wait, when did you come back to North
It
Carolina?
was nasty. I don't know. My brain, man.
I don't think you have been back.
Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went to, I have. Visit my parents' house before they sold it.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Did you have Bojangles then?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So you haven't had Bojangles in 2 years.
Okay, I haven't had Bojangles in 2 years.
And you're still functioning.
I'm, as you guys can see, barely functioning, and I would need to get to this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna have people watch me eat. It's a thing. I don't like that. So. Bye-bye.
And welcome to the Mad Boar here in Wallace, North Carolina, back in our old stomping grounds. I was here for the opening day of the Supercharger, and then I think I was also here for the opening day of this ChargePoint CPE 250. Back then, it was just like, whoa, CCS chargers going in. Hold on, let me get this connected. Gotta pull it out a little bit. There we go, in we go. I was like, whoa, we're getting CCS connectors in. And now it's funny because I keep seeing posts on Facebook about this one being full and there's only one. And if it goes down, well, you're screwed. It's just a shocking reminder as to how great Tesla was spending the money, building out a network to give confidence to their electric vehicle owners. Here, you know, with CCS, it's still a little bit of the Wild West. It feels like the early Tesla days. And me personally, I love it because I get to make interesting YouTube videos with you guys about infrastructure and trying CCS, and I'm sure this is, you know, going to be a cool documentation at some point in the future of just this disparity between Tesla and literally everyone else. But man, it's just wild. And there's rumors of Tesla opening up the Supercharger network. Stations like this would be the reason that it would work really well. Let's make sure we're charging. It looks like we are. We're at 9% state of charge, and we only need a little bit to get to Alyssa's parents' house, which is why we didn't stop at Electrify America station. So let's kick this thing on. Let's hit the view button, which will give us all the good detailed info. We'll let all the noises go. It likes to chime and ding. And we're doing 60 kilowatts on this thing, and that's because we have a pretty high pack voltage. And so yeah, it's basically, this is what's going into the battery pack, less air conditioning and some other things. But again, in order to run air conditioning in the E-Tron while we're parked, we have to click that button, we have to click this, and then we have to click immediate start. And that will allow us to actually run the air conditioning compressor so that we can get stay nice and cool in here. But yeah, we'll just stay here for a little bit. I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes is all we really need here at a slow 62 kilowatt charger. And that's just the case when you leave these fast routes, these highways. You deal with old infrastructure. If this is not the perfect image of the CCS versus Tesla networks today, again, aside from major highways, I don't know what is. Tesla spent the money to sell their own cars, and it worked. And yet, guess what? No one's even here using it, but you have 8 available spots to plug in at 150 kilowatts, where there's one 62 kilowatt CCS unit right over here that was just a pain to put in. There was different vendors. This is the second unit that was here, is the old original Tritium. You remember the screaming one that was here? And then they had to change that unit out and put this CPE 250 there, and it was up and down. And I remember coming through here one time and it didn't actually work. And I had to rig up a whole bunch of emergency switches to get the old unit to power on, which I probably shouldn't even be telling anyone, but I would have been stranded here. And that's just the early days. I think I was driving a Nissan Leaf actually when that happened. And here we have just an easy, integrated, awesome network. And you know, everyone's gonna say, why didn't you buy a Model Y? Why didn't you buy a Model X? But we love the E-Tron. We actually love the CCS networks on major routes. And honestly, it's kind of fun for me to be able to play around on these new expanding networks. And honestly, I think our work here on this channel is actually really important to cover the rollout of these networks. You know, we've developed a platform, and you guys are watching this video, of course, to help share the current state of electric mobility in the United States and around the world. Of course, we do a lot of stuff in Europe too. And I think it's important to not only cover the Tesla stuff, but also public networks. And, you know, just doesn't get much better charging curve than here in the E-Tron. And we needed a big luxury SUV. It was this or an iX. This was 30 grand cheaper, and Alyssa hated the way the iX looked, so we landed here. We are still charging along at 60 kilowatts. We're up to 33%. We weren't here very long. You know, even 60 kilowatts was been pretty good. Added 64 miles of range. I don't know according to what car it's calculating that, but we basically put 20 kilowatt hours in, cost $5. We're pretty good to go. So I can click this little button to end charging. Let's lift up on the handle, remove it. I love this, how this auto closes. Take a look. So trick. That's so cool. Wow, this is surprisingly really freaking hot. Maybe there's a cable connection issue in there because the resistance is really high. Cost $5. We were here from 4:03 to 4:24, so about 20 minutes. Ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. arrived with turtle mode on. Let's just shut this off. Let the battery actually sit for probably an hour or so down here at about 6% state of charge, just so it can calibrate, but we know that's normal behavior. There's the big old diesel truck. All right, let's go surprise your mom.
Hi, Audi. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Odie.
See you? I tricked you.
Hello, Odie. Hi, Odie. Hello, Otimus Prime. You're chunky. Hello.
Oh my God. So we're having my two friends over.
Wow, your new house is nice.
You like it?
Yeah, this is great. It's
The road to
huge.
get here is a little.
Yeah, it looked a little redneck rolling up.
Well, yeah, going in there thing.
Hi, Otimus. Hello, Otimus. Hello, Otimus. I missed you. I missed you.
You're heavy, buddy. Yes.
Were you surprised?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Dad did a good job of keeping a surprise.
I thought she knew because she bought she kept on saying, why don't we get some angry apple orchard or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, but I didn't know what he wanted. But
I understand that.
All right.
gonna see our house?
Yeah, let's go on a tour. So one of the best parts coming to visit people that have electric cars is we get to steal their electricity. So this is Alyssa's mom's ID4. Can you turn the music down all the way? What do you think of your ID4?
I love it. I've had it for a year now.
Yeah, how many miles you got on it?
I have 20.
Wait, 28,415 miles? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you really drive this thing?
I drive it all over the state of North Carolina.
And do you primarily charge here or do you use the networks out publicly?
Both.
Really?
Actually, both.
Yeah. And
But-
any issues?
Nope.
That's great.
Haven't had any issues.
Well, we'll make a whole video following up on, your 25,000 mile review or so on this. But what we're going to do is we'll get you unplugged. We'll swap the cars and plug the E-Tron in. Thank you for letting us charge.
You're welcome.
So we pulled the E-Tron in. We're at 3% state of charge. Let me just see really quick. We want to go to 80% or so. We don't need to full charge it because we're not leaving. I think we'll spend the day tomorrow. I'll use the Audi charger since whatever one they have over here was getting real hot. I may just get them like a higher quality unit because when I was charging the ID4, I actually couldn't even touch the charging handle. It was so warm. So yeah, that's just one of those cheap eBay ones. I'll get them a nice EVSE and we'll charge this thing to 80% using the E-Tron cable.
That's it. So what else is going on?
So how was
Do we take him?
You want to steal him?
Do we steal him?
He is the best.
We were gonna keep him, but you wouldn't let us. Alright.
Hi there.
So, we're going to go to nav, search. Where are we going? Raleigh? Why is this got, okay.
Because we just created a new profile for you. One thing we can do, it actually ran out, is we can subscribe to the Google search.
Yeah,
And then that will be good. Yeah, just go to,
Amtrak, sounds good.
yeah,
We'll
it's
go to
right
Amtrak.
downtown. You don't actually want to go to the station.
Ah, but that's right where we need to be.
Well, thank you, Don, for plugging in the E-Tron. Are electricity rates expensive right now?
That's okay.
Okay. Well, this needs all the electricity in the world.
Yeah.
Just getting here from Wilmington, we had a massive headwind, and it's already down to under 20%.
Right. Well, this is a 40 amp adapter.
Yep.
But I have the thing set for 32.
Cool. Awesome.
And so should get 32
Great.
amps at 240-ish volts. We have that in there. We can go look and see what it is.
Yeah, we should show everyone your setup,
Yeah,
how that's all done.
Yeah.
Hey, Marianne.
Hello.
It's great to see you.
See you guys.
This is so great. Let's run in and show everyone your setup. So, of course, you have the Model X and you have the Model Y, both of which I've been lucky enough to spend quite a bit of time in.
Yeah.
And so you have 2 load shared wall connectors in here.
That's right.
And on your channel, there's a whole breakdown
That's right.
of how all of this works.
That's correct. Yeah,
So-
we got it. Yeah, I installed for the first year. This 1450 is what we used with the mobile UMC, the mobile charger that came with the Model X. And don't tell anybody, but I just bought a stove cord with a 1450 and put it on the wall. Don't tell anybody this. Okay.
Yep.
But that's what I did, and then the conduit runs over to the other one over there, and so they both share this 50 amp outlet, and that's part of the reason why I have it
Capped down.
Capped.
And then you also have these really cool garage door opener things that are pretty quiet.
Right, that's right. These the overhead charges is what we use here, and that way we can just, it makes it real easy. I said it makes it real easy. I said it makes it. Oh, is it unlocked? It is unlocked.
Key fob
There
is
it
in
Yeah.
the car currently.
She just had to wake up a little bit there.
Yeah, so we did do it, and the reason it works is because we have a Wayne Dalton garage. It uses something called iDrive. That's the name of the iDrive. And so when the garage door goes up,
It makes literally no noise.
yeah, and it has no center thing.
Right.
So, this channel just runs over so that we don't walk over the cord and we don't have to trip over it and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we
And you're just using the factory 20-foot connector here, right?
That's 25 foot. That's
25 foot,
25.
nice.
And it, as you can see, it reaches very well. There's not a ton of slack, but there was plenty enough to make this work just fine.
Yeah, that's really neat. And the
Yeah.
Model Y is looking good.
Yeah.
How many miles you have on this? Because I remember when you first got this.
You're just shy of 12,000.
I think I got like 13,000.
Maybe after we take it to the mountains.
Compared to Ruby, that's not very much.
Our
No.
Ruby's fixing to hit 100K.
Really?
Yeah, give me 3 or 4 more weeks.
Wow, that
She's
much.
at like 96,000, but the school year's ending.
Should we film a little video for our channel of the preview to your 100,000 mile?
There you go. I like
Yeah.
the sound of that.
Let's do that. Let's do that. So keep an eye on Out of Spec Reviews. I guess Marianne and I will take the Model X 100D Ruby out for a drive and talk about 100,000 miles of Model X ownership, of course. So pretty sweet to be here. Gonna hang out for a little bit, and then we got staying in Raleigh, of course. So we run up there, and you got stuff to do, and we got friends to see.
Yep, people to see, things to do.
So taking a look at some charging efficiency stuff here, you can see we're delivering just about 7.7 kilowatts to the car. And actually just a bit above that
Right.
is what's flowing out of that port right there. Of course, there's always losses in transmission a little bit. But then if we take a look inside of the Audi, you can see, once it boots up here, it shows 7.1 kilowatts going actually into the battery pack. So what this number is showing is not what the car is going through this port, not the power that's going through the port. It's everything that's just making its way into the battery pack. So 600 and a bit watts or so of loss. Again, some of that accounts for pumps being run in the car, but I'm not really hearing anything. So, maybe this is just reading a little bit low, but interesting to see the efficiency of charging.
All right, so we're leaving Don and Marianne's. It was so good to see them.
So good to see that. I'm just putting my seat in my position here. They are some of the nicest people on the planet.
Yeah, they really are. And so I know you guys are watching this. You better come visit us in Colorado.
Yeah, Don and Marianne, come on out. Take a road trip. Put the 9 cats away and come see us.
10.
10 cats away. Well, absolutely lovely. They have a beautiful home. And subscribe to their YouTube channel, Our Tesla Model X Journey. They are part of, if not a very large part of, my inspiration to get into YouTube, actually. Yep. So have to give all the props to these guys. Let's, what are we going to do? We're going into Raleigh right now?
We're gonna get some lunch.
Yeah. Zaxby's?
Maybe. And yeah, then we're gonna meet up with Mike, I guess. We're also gonna stop by our hotel. I think I might just drop him off with at his friend's house.
Right, so I booked the Aloft Raleigh, which is a station I always recommended when people would come to visit us, a hotel.
Yeah.
And we didn't host them. Why didn't we host them at our house? Anyway,
We didn't have room.
Well, they have chargers, and it's really trendy, and it's a cool hotel. Love the Alofts. You walk in, you feel like
downstairs.
you're like in a nightclub when you walk in. It's really cool. And yeah, actually, before chargers were like even a thing, back when I was originally road tripping EVs, I used to stop and charge a little smart car or whatever at the Aloft in their basement.
And it's also on my alma mater's campus, so.
There you go. So you can go back to where you went to school.
Yep.
NC State.
My classroom is literally right by there. That's all where I would stay for the psychology degree.
Well, one of us went to college.
One of us, and both of us. I mean, well, I guess I'm not using my degree at all. So
you're not using your degree at all? No one has a degree in making YouTube videos.
No, they do not. So that is that. Kids, go to school, listen to your parents.
Don't listen to us.
So yeah, now we're off.
Why is my heated seat on?
It just went back on.
Yeah, because I guess it finally locked into my profile, and it must have been colder out. Now I got my AC seat on. It's 75. It's warm out.
Carolina is so beautiful.
There's just the lighting, the green. Show everyone out the front just so they have an idea. You got green signs, green trucks, green trees. Gorgeous.
All
beautiful
the trees.
Blue skies. Yeah, trees. We don't have trees like this.
No, we don't have any trees. So now it's pretty nostalgic coming back, honestly. I'm born and raised here, so it's great to come back, and not born and raised in Raleigh area, but where my parents were. And it's just beautiful to see green. I like green. Green makes me happy.
Yep, love it.
Just had an amazing lunch here at Zaxby's.
Incredible lunch. Also, look, Outlander plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. One of the only plug-in hybrids with Chatamo. I think it might actually be the only plug-in hybrid with Chatamo in the U.S. That was an amazing lunch. Why is my hair doing this?
Both of our hairs are not looking good right now. We're just...
It's because of the shampoo at your parents' place wasn't actually shampoo.
No,
it was just body wash. What? Look at this guy. Look at this guy going in the wrong way. What the heck? That's a Colorado move right there. He looks so lost. Never seen something like that. All right, we got guys stopping in the middle of intersections. We're going for it. Good Zaxby's lunch off to the Raleigh. We're 18 miles from downtown Raleigh. We got 53 miles of projected range, about 25% state of charge. And all is looking good to me. How about you?
Good.
Nice. Here we are rolling into downtown Raleigh. Look at that beautiful view. Definitely feels good to be back. Know my way around here better than in Colorado. What about you?
Yeah, it's definitely a home away from home. I went to college here, so I know it pretty well. Been here for at least 2 years, though. Not my full years. But anyways, I've always loved Raleigh. I've been in Raleigh for a lot of my childhood, too. And that's a great place to live.
Yeah, it really is. Love it. A lot of people ask us about moving to this area since they know we started our YouTube channels here. And, well, we have nothing but positives to say about Raleigh. The only reason we really moved to Colorado was to be closer to the West Coast without living in California, and just having that day drive out to LA if I needed to. It's a long day, but I can do it in a day, or just a quick, hour and a half flight, something like that. And of course, Colorado is just beautiful. So I think we picked the right spot, but if we had to move back, I wouldn't be the angriest person in the world, that's for sure.
Nope.
And we have arrived to the parking garage inside of the Aloft Hotel. Ben and Mike were kind enough. They did offer us to stay at their place, but we couch isn't sounding too appetizing, to be honest. A little bit of a bird situation going on here. This was one of the original charging locations. So this is like Gen 1 wall connector. Let's take a look at this, all beat up. Gosh, I remember when this was brand new. And this was like the spot. And these old Clipper Creeks. Let's get her plugged in. Looks like the wall connector, either the LED's burnt out, which is possible, or it's just down completely. Let's see if we can give it a reset, wake her back up. But it feels like it just flipped a breaker somewhere or something. Anyway, which one's this? Yeah, this is the 40 amp unit. So we'll juice up here, no problem, and keep it to 100% because we got a lot of driving to do tomorrow and heading out on the trip, and she wants to go around and see friends and everything. So a full charge here. We'll be in and out throughout the night, going to dinner, seeing folks. But I think we call it an end to our out of spec motoring road trip video after picking this up. What do you say?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I thought this ended a while ago. I thought this was like the part 2.
No, part 2 starts leaving here, going to Colorado.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Keep an eye on our sister channel, Out of Spec Reviews, for daily coverage and more, and we'll see you on the next one. Also, just take a look at how cool everything is in here. Love this spot. I don't think we've ever actually stayed here, have you? Never needed to. Always wanted to, but now we can. It's so freaking awesome. Love this.